It's the middle of February. I couldn't help myself, so I started some seeds. And they are about 2 or 3 weeks along at this point. So I'll show you how that's going and some of the other little garden projects that I've worked on in the past couple of weeks. Well, hey, look at that. My potatoes are sprouting. I did not mean for that to happen so fast. I got these a couple of weeks ago at Home Depot. Not the cheapest option, but it was an interesting variety. So I went ahead and got some. There's 5 potatoes and they've all sprouted. So I'm just gonna put them back in the dark cabinet that I was keeping them in and hope that they won't grow too much. You know, I can't plant them yet. It's too cold, so we'll see. This is my fridge, and what you're looking at here is the beginning stages of mushrooms. Yes, so I've got 2 different varieties. Oh, let me see. One of them is the Italian oyster. And the other one, I believe, is a Black King. Let's see. There we go, Black King. So once the weather warms up a little bit more, I will be distributing that stuff in a substrate, probably straw, and then see what happens. Okay, the seed starting station. Here we have it. I've got this LED grow light, which I actually just ordered one more because this light is not able to really shed light on all the seeds I have here, and I will be planting more, so I will have 2 of these things hanging above this table so that hopefully the whole table will be adequately covered in light. I'm actually going to turn this light off because it creates a blue glare that's not very fun to look at. Okay, so what we have are a lot of onions for one thing. Right here we've got sweet Spanish onion. We have a couple trays of those. This tray, the one with the biggest seedlings, those are red Creole onions. And I really hope that these aren't getting too leggy. I've tried to give them the most sun, well, the most grow light exposure of any of the trays. Then we have leeks right here, Tadorna leeks. Half the trays come up, the other tray is newer, so they haven't really come up quite yet. Then we've got a China Express cabbage, and these actually look really nice. In fact, they are getting their true leaves. Aren't those pretty? I just think those are adorable little seedlings. Now, right here we have cauliflower. I believe it's a twister cauliflower variety. And some of these are also getting true leaves. Back here we've got
a variety of things. The sprouts that have come up, those are mostly kale, and that came from a kale mix. They're looking really nice. Again, true leaves coming up on some of them. Since I put up this new grow light, the leaves have really darkened in color, which I think is a sign of health. So I'm pleased about that. We've also got some Brussels sprouts, like that one right there. And some herbs like parsley and things. Right there, we've got sage and oregano. I might have started some things too early, but like it's fine because I only did 2 or 3 cells of each thing, and it's just an experiment. Over here we have peppers and some tomatoes. I heard that peppers take a long time to get started, so I thought, oh, what the heck, I will start some now. And again, if it's too early, it's not a huge loss because I only did like 2 or 3 cells of each variety, so I've got plenty of seeds left. We've got cayenne, okay, again, some herbs like parsley and whatnot, jalapeno, bell pepper. I think those are the 3 pepper varieties. I am on the lookout for habanero seeds. I would like some habanero plants. Then we've got some grape tomato. I know there's a mortgage lifter tomato, a yellow pear tomato, and then I saved some seeds from the market last summer. I think they were Brandywine and probably Cherokee purple. The Cherokee purple was delicious, like really just so flavorful and has a nice purple color. So I would love for those to work out. Those are my favorite tomatoes so far. I actually made my own seed starting mix using compost, which I sifted, and I'll show you my little sifter that I made in a second. And then it's mixed with perlite and peat moss, and all that's in a 1-to-1 ratio. Really easy to put together. I also put a little bit of worm castings in there, and then as the seedlings get bigger, I will probably mix in a little bit of nutrients with their water and fertilize them that way with like kelp meal and maybe some more worm castings soaked in water to make like a worm casting tea or something like that. So as some of these start to put on true leaves, I will give them a bit of a fertilizer boost. But I think the compost I used should suffice for quite some time. The compost came from the mulch company. It's the same compost I used in the raised beds, except I sifted it. So I'll show you my sifter. Here it is. I took an old metal window frame that I found in the shed. I cut out the, you know, the mesh because the holes were way too small to get the dirt through. And then I bought this hardware cloth. I think it's 1/4 inch. And I cut it to fit. Then I wrapped it around the edges and used the ties to secure it on. It worked great as a sifter, and you just kind of rub the dirt through it, and it goes from this, the woody material, to this with all of the, you know, peat moss and perlite mixed in. Really, oh, it's frozen, but I promise. Whew, that was rough. Okay, so what was I saying? You just wet that seed starting mix. Mix it up really thoroughly, plop it in your containers, drop the seeds in. You know, it's very easy.
Hey, Bob. If you're interested, I made my own little paper pots because they are more environmentally friendly. However, I did grab some plastic seed starters too, just in case the paper pots didn't work out. I only got like 2 trays of these.
as a precautionary measure. But these paper pots are really fun. I used some old Bach music that I didn't need anymore. Recycled it. Okay, here it is. You got the little handle. You fit the paper around this, and then you know, wrap the paper around the bottom, press it in, and it presses the bottom together actually very securely, surprisingly. And then I used a little bit of compostable tape to just tape the edges and make sure it doesn't come apart. This is like a paper material with some sort of adhesive on it. You have to dip it in water to make it sticky, and it will decompose. So every part of my paper pots is compostable. That's it for now, garden wise. I'm just itching to plant stuff, and it's like killing me that it's only the middle of February, but the time will come. And then once it comes, I'll probably get tired of it and like, oh, make it stop. So I'm just trying to enjoy every moment of this process. All right, thanks guys for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.